Today I just wanted to create a warm glam makeup look, something that just screams fall. This is a look that I would wear to a Thanksgiving dinner with my family, a Friendsgiving, I don't know, any other fall activities that you do. To me, this is a fall glam look. Before this look, I thought it'd be perfect to use the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette that has all of the warm shades you could need. I have already done a few videos with this palette on my channel, so if you want some more inspiration, I'll link those videos down below for you. And then before we get started with this makeup look, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, which is Lumi. You might have been seeing this brand pop up a little bit more. I know that I have. I think I started seeing their ads on YouTube probably a year ago. And then just the other week I was shopping at my grocery store and I saw their deodorant there and I was like, oh, I know this brand. One thing that you may or may not know about me is that I am a big gym rat. I am in the gym 3 to 4 times a week lifting weights, sweating, getting my workout on, so I need a strong deodorant. And Lumi definitely works for me. What's cool about Lumi is that they were started by an OBGYN and their products are meant not just for under your armpits, you can use them all over your body wherever you get odor. Their products are clinically proven to block body odor all day and continue to block body odor for 72 hours. I've actually noticed this myself because for me in my routine, I gym in the morning and after that I shower, do my deodorant and go throughout my day and then sleep at night. And normally when I wake up in the morning, I'm a little bit smelly, you know, I sweat a little bit at night. It's been hours and hours since I put on deodorant, but since using Lumi, I noticed that I don't really smell in the morning because it continues to block my body odor. So their products are pH optimized to control the odor and they don't use any baking soda or parabens. And I like that they have something for everyone depending on your preferences, your lifestyle, or just how smelly you are, because you really could layer up these different products to really block your odor. Starting with the stick deodorant, this has become my new daily deodorant. So I have the toasted coconut scent and I really like this one because it's a very nice warm scent and it pairs really nicely with the vanilla perfumes that I like to wear. And what's cool about the stick too is that it's clinically proven to even out your skin tone and kind of brighten it up. So I think that's nice for under the armpits, especially for me because I wear a sports bra at the gym. So my armpits are on display quite a bit, honestly. And what I love about this too is that it goes on completely clear, which is very important for me. Again, as someone that works out at the gym, I hate when I take off my sweatshirt and I have like deodorant marks on my sports bra. Like, it's just not cute. But I don't have that issue with this deodorant. So we have the stick deodorant and then we also have a spray deodorant. And again, this is a whole body deodorant. And what's cool about this is that it has a 360 nozzle spray. So let's say you're spraying below the belt, you can spray upside down, totally fine. You really can just mist this on where you need it and it goes on clear. And then they also have a cream deodorant, which I received in this mini size, which is kind of new to me. I haven't tried a cream deodorant before. Before the cream deodorant, you really just need a small amount like that and then it blends out super easily. Again, it goes on completely clear, but I feel like this could be helpful for areas like your feet where you just want to rub it on. I've also been trying out their acidified body wash where again, you can use this anywhere on your body. And then also these acidified deodorant wipes, which are really nice just to throw in my gym bag. For a limited time, Lumi has a variety of holiday bundles available on their website, so it's a perfect time to stock up on Lumi products if you are a new or returning customer. And you can use my code ANGELAB to get $5 off on top of that and free US shipping on orders over $30. I'll leave that link in my code down below for you guys. Thank you again to Lumi for sponsoring this video and controlling my body odor. So let's get into this warm fall makeup look. Since I know I want to do a pretty glam eye look today, I'm going to start with the technique that I've kind of learned from Natasha Denona by watching her tutorials. So I'm starting with a brown pencil liner. This is the Makeup Forever liner in Limitless Brown. And I'm going to start by drawing a line on the outer part of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to extend that line outwards to kind of give me an overall guide for the eyeshadow look I'm going to do today. Then I'm going to take a small smudge brush and start to blend out that liner. If you are doing this step, you want to make sure you're using an eyeliner that is easily smudgeable, not one that's going to dry down super quickly. And then when you're drawing on that initial line and smudging it out, make sure you relax your face. And this tip is especially helpful for people with hooded eyes. So now that I have this kind of guideline down, what this tells me is that when I'm blending shadow in my crease, I know not to extend my brush past this line. And then towards the end of the eye look, I will turn this line into my eyeliner. So now going into the I Need a Warm palette, I'm going to pick up Ripe on a fluffy crease brush. I have that shade on the tip of my brush and I'm going to blend this throughout my entire crease. So this shade's going to act as my transition shade as I start to build up this look. And then as you can see, when I'm blending this outer part of my eye, I'm not bringing my brush past this line, I'm stopping right there. Now on that same brush, I'm going to pick up Mellow, and I'm using this shade around the edges of Ripe just to soften it out and give me a nice smooth blend. Now I'm going to switch to a crease brush in the shade Soft Spot. And I'm going to start by placing this shade down on my outer crease. And again, I'm not extending past that line that I made. And then I'm just moving my brush back and forth to soften out the edges. A lot of the times I'll bring my deeper shades onto my lid because I do really like that look, kind of like a gradient. But I think today I want my lid to be lighter with this deeper shade in my crease. And then if you need help blending any edges, you can always go back to your transition shade. So in this case, it's the shade Ripe. I'm using a little bit of that to soften out the edges of Soft Spot. So you want to make sure you can see that brown Sweet Spot shade in your crease when your eye is relaxed. So I like to relax my face, and I'll just kind of stick my brush right up here and kind of wiggle back and forth to get this brown shade above my crease so you can see it when my eye is open. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of a clear eyeshadow primer to my eyelids. I'm using the Pat McGrath Longwear Primer, and I'm doing this just so my shimmer shade has something to really stick to. And I will just tap that out with my finger. My shimmer shade, I'm gonna pick up Snug. So that's what that shade looks like, and I'm gonna pat that on top of the eyeshadow primer. I love this Snug shade and how it's kind of a peachy shimmer. Then I'm gonna go back to my crease brush and just do a very soft blend around that shimmer. I also want to take a little bit of Fancy on my finger, and I just want to tap that on the very center of my lid, see if I can just make it pop and brighten it up a little bit. It's very, very subtle, but I definitely think it's doing something. Now I'm gonna go back to the smudge brush I used earlier with more Soft Spot. I'm gonna place that along my entire lower lash line. And I'm gonna go back to my crease brush with a little bit of that mellow shade on the tip of it, and I'm gonna use that to soften out Soft Spot. Now most of my eyeshadow is done, and I just want to point out the line that I started with. At this point, it just kind of looks like a little winged liner, doesn't it? For me, it's just such a helpful guide when I'm doing my shadow, so now I just have a nice shape wrapped around my eye. Now I kind of want to switch up my eyeliner today and use this burgundy shade that I haven't had a chance to use yet, and I feel like this is just perfect for this fall look. But if you wanted to just stick with the palette, I'd recommend taking one of the deeper brown shades and just stamping that on top of the line that we made to make a little shadow winged liner. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner in the shade Aubergine. I did receive this product in PR, and I just think this is such a gorgeous color. But I haven't tried this formula before, and it's also been a while since I've used a liquid liner with this type of applicator. Like nowadays, I'm really just wearing shadow as an eyeliner, so this might be a little tricky for me. So I'm not really going to talk through this, but I'm going to attempt to do a wing with this liner. Whew, okay, that was pretty hard to do. This liner definitely dries down super matte, and I'm wondering, can you tell that this is a colored liner, or does this just look black to you? Like if I didn't tell you the shade was Aubergine, would you know that? I feel like it kind of looks like a really, really dark purple, I guess. But see, one reason why I haven't used this type of formula in a while and why I think it's kind of hard to work with is because this type of liner will show every little mistake that you make. And back to the palette, I'm gonna pick up Fancy on a pencil brush, and I'm gonna pop that in my inner corner to highlight. And a little bit under my brow. I popped on my mascara and lashes, and for my lashes, I'm wearing the Bright Lashes Nova. So this is a pretty full, glamorous lash that gives you a lot of volume throughout, but what's really nice about this lash is that it's significantly shorter than most lashes on the market. So most eyelashes, when my face is relaxed, will like hit my eyebrow. They're just in the way. If I'm wearing glasses, they'll hit my glasses, and these lashes do not do that because they're a lot shorter. And for me, they're actually really close to the length of my natural lashes, so they just give me a lot of volume throughout, and I think they're so pretty. Here's the final close-up of the eye look. I went ahead and did my other eye, and I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed in this liner, specifically the shade. I really wish this shade would have showed up as aubergine, this kind of burgundy color, but I feel like it just looks black, doesn't it? And like I said too, this type of liquid liner tends to show any mistakes you might have made with your liner because it dries down so matte. So I did end up taking a little bit of that deepest brown shade Pep, and I just stamped a little bit of that on top of my lash line just to help blend in my lashes as well. All right, here's the full face done. Now for my lips, I went with something a bit warmer than I typically go for. I'm normally a nudie pink kind of gal, but I wanted a warm lip just to go with this warm eye, especially since I'm really trying to do fall vibes today. So I'm just wearing this Lawless lipstick in the shade Cookie. I don't have any other lip liner, no lip gloss, literally just this product, and then my clear lip balm was underneath it from earlier. And then in case you're wondering, my blush and bronzer are from the Hourglass Evil Eye palette. I use this bronzer, and I'm actually wearing this really bright pink corally shade as my blush, and I was able to soften out that color quite a bit, and I feel like it goes really well with this look. I definitely feel like I hit the warm fall vibes I was going for this eye look today. I feel like I'm ready to sit down at Thanksgiving and eat dinner with my family. All right, that's gonna wrap up this video. I want to say thank you again to Lumi for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video. I will leave my link and my coupon code down below for you guys if you want to check out any of their products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.